Hey everybody, Stan and Crystal here.
On time.
On time, no problems this time. We got on quickly. Shout out to my sister Tippy for hooking us up. So, time for another conversation about marriage. If you're new to this is a new platform that me and hubby has started called Marriage, You, Me, Us, and God. We have real conversations about marriage, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the unspoken. We need to add that to there because there's a lot of things in marriage that we don't talk about. So tonight at this platform, we talk about um, everything. And well, I do mean everything. Tonight's hot topic is what's so great about marriage. Um, we wanted to talk about this because, especially with a lot of young couples,
Yeah, they
um,
don't see the
they don't see why marriage is so important. What's the good thing about marriage? And I do understand it because we live in a society now where the divorce rate is extremely high. Um, and not just the divorce rate, a lot of people are um, looking at couples or know couples who are in unhappy marriages, struggling in their marriage, miserable
yeah.
in marriage, which is not what marriage was ever intended to be. So um, that's why they tend to shy away from marriage or don't see, I don't like how that thing is in, don't see
And
the importance of marriage. So we wanted to, hey, let's talk about it. Yeah.
and I want to say this:
Yeah.
a lot of guys really feel this way that marriage only benefits the woman.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys feel like that, and I am one to say that
And you used to feel that way?
I used to feel that way. I was one of those guys, but now I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about not being married because it's. I love it.
Mm. So let's talk about it.
Well,
What you love about it?
I mean, one of the things. Well, first, let me say this. I have to think if your main reason is for security, that scares a lot of people.
Mm.
So you're just getting, and I know love is not enough these days, and most of the men think that women want to get married for security.
Well, let's talk about that because there's a lot of, and I'm just gonna say the young females these days. What do they say? You got to come with that bag.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you do.
and I'm just gonna put her out there. She might be watching and she might not be. But a couple of months ago, a few months ago, we found out our daughter's take on marriage, our girl's take on marriage is that she only needed a man for money. She actually said that. Yes, she said that. I'm putting her out there, so if she watches this later, I'm talking about you. But that sort of um, made us want to have this discussion when your own daughter, who we believe has seen a successful marriage, the ups and downs, the good back, for her to say, she only wanted a husband financially. Other than that, she good. I have a problem with that. I'm pretty sure you have a problem with that because that is not what marriage is. Now, yeah, a man needs to have a job and needs to be able to provide for his family, but just as that's the main aspect, he needs to come with a bag, and the bag got to be this much.
And I think if the woman is able to work,
Yeah, but marriage isn't one. When you come with a mentality like that, you put in marriage one sided, don't you think? Like a woman said, he needs to come with that bag.
yeah,
What you coming with?
yeah.
Are you coming with a bag? Are you coming to use up the bag, to spend the bag? That's unbalanced. A marriage is one. That means that everything, we're one. We're building. I'm not, a man doesn't come in this marriage with his bag and you there to spend the bag, but this is building. And what happens when it's a guy who um ain't got that much of a bag, but you come together and you grow and you build your bag,
Yes.
not just his bag, or if guys think that way, her bag. Um, so
And I want to say this, you know, a lot of people look at marriages on the outside looking in. They focus on so much bad stuff about marriage and never know about the good stuff about
yeah.
marriage.
So tell me one of your, because it's so many. Tell me one of your good things about why you love being married. Because this used to be a guy who said, "I'm a bachelor for life,"
And I meant that.
and he meant that.
Yes.
And
yes.
which is why when he proposed to me, I was like, "What happened to the bachelor for life?" But why do you give me at least one reason? Why do you? What do you think is so great about being married?
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to give you before save stand and
After say he's
yes.
because they two different people.
They're two different. Before, I mean, the reason I wanted to get married is because I was tired of living the single life. I wanted to sit down and grow with someone.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I didn't know what that would look like,
Mm-hmm.
and being married.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got married, I realized you had to work.
Mm.
It ain't just I'm gonna get married and everything you want to happen is gonna happen. But what I loved about it is it wasn't so easy to walk away.
Okay.
Once the things got hard.
It's because of the commitment?
Because of the commitment.
Okay.
In a relationship, there's no commitment. But once you commit to someone, I know me, once I commit to someone, I'm committed.
Yeah.
And it's great knowing you might not like the way I say this. It's great knowing that you're mine. And you know, and you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
true. That's all true.
And that's the way I thought then. But then after I got saved, I realized it was more than that. God loved marriage. And our marriage is not for you and I.
True.
Our marriage is to shine light on God. I hope when y'all see us as what's the word? A vessel.
Mm. Yeah.
Because that's the way I think of. Now, I treat Crystal the way I treat her because of how God gonna look at me if I don't.
Mm.
And that's
So
and
that's what you like about being married?
yes.
Ask me then.
What do you like about it?
I think one, if I'm gonna point out, hey Zan, good to see you again too. If I'm gonna point out one thing that I like about that's great about marriage is that you get to be with a person that you can be vulnerable with. Like I can be me, whatever that look like, through whatever stage that is. Because
Yes, Lord.
again, what I was in my 20s, I wasn't in my 30s. What I was in my 40s, that changes. Like I'm hitting the 50s now, so everything is constantly changing. But I feel free to be myself in the change because like you gonna accept me in whatever stage I'm in, whatever season I'm in. I feel free to be myself. So it's to me, it's being vulnerable, being able to be myself. There's nothing I have to feel ashamed of um, being with you. So I think for me, to find a person to be married and you can totally be yourself.
And I ain't got to worry about you. I ain't got to worry about if this is real or if we gonna make it or how long we gonna make it. I mean, because until you are married, those questions are valid.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
just be. I mean,
but they also valid in a marriage too.
They are, but it's not as easy to just
walk away.
I don't know. They make it easy today.
Some people they rather walk away.
They make it easy today.
Yeah, it's easier to walk away with them. But okay, so vulnerability is one of mine. And I also what I think is so great about marriage is that you get to build together. Like wherever you like if I have a dream, you're there to help me build on that dream. If you got a goal, I'm there to help you build on that goal. So I like that what we pursue together. Yeah, it's not like you come to me, oh, I want to do this, and I just sit back and like, well, do it. Stan can come to me and he say he want to do something, and I'm before he know it, I'm researching. I'm like trying to figure out, okay, how you go by doing it. What's the first step? So I just like that you have somebody to build something with
and be comfortable because
yeah.
I'm not. If you and I was not married, we was just I don't feel comfortable helping you achieve your goals, and we're not married.
Because at the end of the day, it's your goals, right?
At the end of the day, is
where in marriage, it's our goals.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I'm winning, you're winning. If you're winning, I'm winning.
And vice versa. If I'm losing,
I'm losing.
So I mean, so regardless of how you think of marriage, marriage is good.
Yes, it is.
If you are willing to make it So I like to get some.
Yeah,
Get
y'all
some
chime
input.
in on whoever. I can't see who on. Janet, Zan, y'all chime in and say what y'all like about being married. We focus so much on the negative part of marriage. Tonight, let's just focus on the good. I like another thing I like about being married is um having fun.
Yeah.
Like marriage is our marriage is we make our marriage fun. Um ain't fun every day, but we make sure we're laughing, having fun, spending time together, whatever that looks like. Even if it's going to his favorite spot, Home Depot or Lowe's.
I'm telling you,
So
boy.
having fun is another great thing about being married. Having fun, laughing with each other, laughing at each other.
Yeah.
We do a lot of that. So you can't forget to laugh. You need them laughs in a marriage. Vicky said, I can be my authentic self. Yes. With my
Yes.
husband, enjoy investing in the dreams and watching my husband excel in the world. And see, that to me is what Vicky just said. Watching my husband excel in the world and kingdom of God.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
like I said earlier, Stan come to me with some. I get a joy when he come to me with something because I'm like, I want to see him do that. I want to see him succeed at that. And if I can, I'm gonna do my part, whatever that may be. If it's just a supporter, if it's there to research stuff, but to see you excel, that's a great thing.
That is a great thing.
About,
That is
and
a
so
great
that
thing to
just
see.
that brings up enough having somebody in your corner,
Yeah.
even if you fail.
Having
Somebody in your corner, even if you fail.
Yeah.
Just having that somebody that, and I mean that somebody that's supporting you in your corner, not that nagging wife. Now, if y'all nagging wife is in the Bible, and it's God let you know how bad a nagging wife is. But to have a wife that's gonna say, even when you fail, is gonna say, babe, it's okay. We good. We'll sit down, look at why we failed, and try to go at this thing again. And a good thing, what we really do need to realize about failing at something don't make us failures.
No, it don't. Oh no.
Yeah. So having that person who's there encouraging you, even when you fail, that's a great thing
And
about being married.
and you know what else I'm just gonna say you
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
I love it, even though the initial response I get, I want to get mad,
Yeah.
and I don't know how you feel, but when we don't join each other, pity party.
Oh yeah. No.
So we there to pick one another
Mhm.
up, and and it's a good feeling to walk away knowing that I'm not in this alone,
Yeah. True.
no matter how bad I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And it's great.
I'm gonna say one of my best things, another one of my best things about being married is having somebody, what's my favorite part of the day? Tell them my favorite part of the day.
Bedtime.
Bedtime. Just having somebody be like to lay beside. Let's get real. I'm being 100%, like to have somebody just to lay beside and touch feet, touch arms, I think that's a great part about being married. I can say when we are both away from each other, we don't sleep good at all. So I love that part of the day when it's time to settle down and time to go to bed. I love that about being married, that you got somebody there
Yeah.
laying right beside you.
And you guys, I know this is not a popular uh, subject tonight, but
Why is not? I think it's a great subject. You don't think this is a great subject?
I love it.
Yeah.
But you got people want to focus on the bad things in there.
Well, life is life.
Life is
Life ain't full of just good things.
When we decided to talk about this, I said, "Oh, this is not going to be up."
Why?
I don't know. I just got that. I mean, because I hear so much of
Negativity.
yes,
Yeah.
to where I even asked that one day. I said, "What's good in your marriage?"
Yeah.
I never heard you talk about what's good in your marriage. You're always talking about what's bad in your marriage.
That's why I wanted. Yeah, we wanted this one.
And so I pray that everybody on here share what's good in their marriage. And prove me wrong.
I'm gonna start calling people out.
Prove me
Janet,
wrong.
what's so good about y'all's marriage? Come on, we gotta talk up. Who else on here? I can't tell who's on here. Y'all come on, share. Let's see what else that I think is great about being married. Oh, okay. We're gonna keep it 100. You're not having to financial wise, you got somebody to share the financial responsibility. Like, I think just knowing a few of my friends who are single and having to foot everything by themselves, I appreciate that we share this. We share financial responsibility, and 2 incomes is gonna always be better than one.
It's always better than
one. Or even if it's just like, like you got a wife that's not working, but still you share that financial responsibility. So it's security. That's another great thing.
Security
About being
and
married.
Security is always good.
Yeah,
it is. And what I said earlier, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying wanting security in your marriage is bad.
No, it's a great thing.
It's a great thing, but don't let that be the only thing you're looking for in your marriage.
Yeah.
And security can go both ways. I mean, and it's not always about
finances. Secure across the board.
No,
in everything.
It is
secure across the board.
I love feeling secure.
I know. Vicky said, "I'm happy when my husband is near." Yes, even if I want to pluck his eyebrows out. And that's what I think is good about marriage. I love being around Stan, even if I want to just catch him in that throat area. But
there are days where
being around him.
I need a minute.
He don't need to isolate. He just need a minute.
Yes.
Vicky said, "I do not have to keep reinviting myself. We are exploring and growing together. And that single life is not for me." I do agree.
Could you imagine being single today?
No. It's too much going on out there for me. Being that single life. But everybody ain't meant to get married, and we know that. And it's whoever is single and they loving it, hey. Good for you, but for us, we are loving this marriage.
We're loving life.
Yeah, we're loving this marriage life, our marriage life. Even the rocky times.
Even though she get on my nerves sometimes,
even the rocky times,
I wouldn't have it.
I wouldn't trade the rocky times.
No other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At all, I would not trade the rocky time. But we also need to clarify, marriage isn't meant to be miserable either.
No.
I think that is another reason I believe that there's so much negativity towards marriages is because people are seeing the misery
Yeah.
in marriage, or I mean, and 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 I get it. We get it. We lifing. Everybody is lifing. Marriage is lifing, and you're gonna have moments that ain't gonna be good. The hills and the valleys that you got to go through.
They're gonna come.
But overall, your marriage should not be miserable. It shouldn't be where, oh my God, I hate being married. If you absolutely hate being married, that is not.
Why do you hate being married?
Yeah, you got to figure out
You gotta
why.
figure it out. I mean,
Why do you hate being married? Like, God created this institution, which meant it was a blessed institution from get go, which means you're supposed to enjoy it. So, to be in a marriage where you're not happy, where you're miserable, there's some evaluating self. I say start with self evaluation first. That needs to be done. But your marriage is supposed to be. I think, and you tell me what you think. I think that's our biggest accomplishment on this earth is our marriage, because marriage entails everything, every level that you're going through, every season that you're going through. If you marry and you can get through all of that, come out every time there's, in a marriage, and you can come out successful. I mean, to me, marriage is the biggest accomplishment that you can have while you're on this earth, because it includes everything, all those small accomplishments, big accomplishments that you have made along the way. If you're married and you're doing this while you're married, marriage to me is the biggest accomplishment. I don't think it's kids, because kids gonna come and kids gonna go, but a marriage that you still choose that person each and every day. I think that's the biggest accomplishment that you can have on this earth. So we need to hear from y'all. Come on, let's hear from y'all. I can't tell who's on here.
Right, can't tell me.
That was just people comments. So, what else you like about being married, Mr. Mays?
They don't show you.
What else you like about it?
I mean, what else? I mean, it's just great. I mean, it's like I said earlier, knowing that I have someone that I can depend on, I can count on, and we're in this for life.
Hey, little bit. What you like about being married to Mr. Welch? A little bit. Victoria, what you like about being married to Mr. Welch? Why do you, okay, with our kids, because they are Nyla, young generation, why do you think it's because I would say Nyla grew up in a home. I think we started getting it right when Nyla was growing up, so that she could see a productive and successful marriage. But why do you think she has that mentality that she has now? That really concerned me, that Nyla had that mentality that she only needs a husband to provide financial. I know, I'm throwing her out there. She should know I'm gonna throw her out there. Why do you? What did you think it was something we did or didn't do?
No. Okay. Same as raising a kid in the church.
Oh, true.
When they leave home and they're able to experience whatever's out there waiting on them, they
form their own.
Got it. Own, and I believe that's what it is. It has nothing to do with what she's saw coming up, and she saw arguments. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
she saw, but and she also saw the good.
Mhm.
She also saw us work through those
Do those, yeah.
differences. So, but yeah, it's just something she formed after she left home.
Um,
Yep.
yeah. Sure. I get that.
Yeah. So,
I get, I get that. When you took it to the Bible, how it do say raise them up in the word, but it don't mean that they're gonna stay. They're just gonna remember it when it um, when they need in those times. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I know this word, but
I heard you, Victoria.
she said getting taken care of. There's nothing he wouldn't do for me. Yeah, yeah. I will admit that I hardly hear the word no in my marriage. But also with me hardly hearing the word no,
When she do,
when I do hear the word no, when I hear the word no, how do you think I react? I think I know how I react, but how do you think I react when I hear the word no?
like you don't supposed to hear.
But after I step away and come back, I realize
You do.
the no is for our good.
You
Don't
do.
you?
You're right.
Don't you think
You're exactly right.
so? Yeah,
You're exactly right.
yeah. And I'm sure Victoria, that's vice versa. You take care of him too, as well. I'm pretty sure that's probably one of his favorite things. That's vice versa. Y'all take care of each other. Yes, for sure. But yeah, hearing no ain't good, but it's good for me. That's what I'm learning. That when you say no, it ain't good to hear, but it's for our good. That you're saying no. Because I think just like Victoria said, it ain't nothing that you wouldn't do for me.
Right.
So saying no to me, I don't think you like it when you have to say no to me at all. I think that's why you probably say yeah so much because you want to see me have everything
I want to see you happy.
that that I want, which is trips. But yeah, come on. Yep, Victoria said, yep, it's vice versa. I figured that one. Take care of Mr. Welch as well. All right, who else? Come on, y'all. Share. Showing my children what love looks like even after divorce. That is great. And I say that's great, Vicky, because our children are our legacy. That's what we have to show, who we are, what we have become over the years, who we are. That's our legacy right there, right? So if we're showing them marriage and divorce, that's great because who's to say even if they get married, they may not go through divorce. And if you can show them that even with divorce, you can still be successful and do it again, want to do it again, you can show them it's okay to do it again, want to do it again, and show them that, yeah, it can still work despite a divorce. I like that, Vic. It can still work despite a divorce.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have blended families if there were no. Well, you can have blended families without divorces, but a lot of second marriages are great because I think they're great because you realize your part in that first marriage and you work harder to ensure the second one is better and that it strives and produces a successful marriage. Is what I believe.
And I love being married because I have a best friend.
Ah, yeah, my bestie.
And,
who's your bestie? He's my bestie. Who's your bestie? He's my bestie.
You know when something good happened to you?
Yeah, even something bad.
Even something
Yeah. Who's the first person you want to tell?
Who's the first person you want to share that?
It's gonna be Macy.
And and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When I done had a hard day out there, even when life is beating you up for that today, you can't wait to get home and just share your load. And and it's good. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. It is. We are marriage promoters. We're always gonna promote marriage, and it's not something that it's for real for us.
Yes.
And I think the reason why it's for real for us because those storms, those seasons that we went through, got through, and even the ones that we would go through in the future. It was good to even have somebody to go through the storms with.
Yeah.
I think that's why we Shay, the topic tonight is what's so great about being married? We want to know from you what's so great about being married to Lamar. That's the topic. What's so great about marriage?
Tell Lamar
constantly talking about the negative part of marriage, and we're talking about the great part about marriage. And Shay, one of the reasons why we brought up this topic is mainly because what Nyla said a few months ago. We want to talk about it. What's so great about being married? But yeah, I think the hills, the valleys, the seasons, the storms, the struggles, the we almost out, we almost done moments.
Yeah.
I think that's what got us to the mentality of where we love being married. That's my dude. I'm his girl. We love being married. We believe in marriage. When you put in the work, marriage will work.
And
for sure.
When you love being married, you love protecting your marriage.
There you go.
And
protecting the marriage.
Krista can't come in here and we do this to each other so much. When you ask your spouse, you okay? Yeah, okay. Even though they're
not okay.
And because I love her so much, I'm not gonna let that go.
Yeah.
And she do me the same.
You way. Know when something wrong with your spouse.
You know when something is wrong.
Yeah. You know when something's wrong.
So
9 times out of 10, let's be honest, there's something that's wrong is probably got something to do with your spouse, which is why you're not telling it. Shay said, I love partnership. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I love being his soft place. Yes.
That's the word.
I love being his soft place. I like that. Look, I'm going to get practical. I love it because I got a driver. Oh my gosh. I don't have to do all that driving by myself. It's awesome.
And I drive every day to work.
I love having somebody when we take road trips. I ain't got to drive by myself. I got a partner who's going to help me do the driving. But that's right, Shay. I love the partnership. I love being his soft. That soft place is a great one.
It is.
Hey, Lamar. Yeah.
What up, Lamar?
But yeah, who else? What else? This video is going to be on my page. So the people who are not on it, I want them to, especially the single people that watch this, I want them to see what's so great about being married, because marriage is a great thing. I don't care what the world say, what statistics say, why do you need to get married? Because it's a great thing. It's a great partnership. It's a great team to be on. It's a great team to be on, to be a part of. So doing life with somebody, that got your back. That's great. Great. You know, you ain't got nothing else. What's so great about being married to me? I'm just trying to think. It's like when you start thinking about it, your whole mind goes blank. Anybody else got anything? What's so great? What's so great about your marriage? Share. We love. Shay said we've been married 5 years and I'm still shocked that I'm married.
That's good.
That's great.
That's good.
That you shocked that you still being you're shocked that you're married for 5 years. That's great.
Shit, I was shocked that I got married.
Mr. Bachelor for life.
I was, because I was, yeah. But you know what? That was the best move I ever made.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was.
I second that. Best move we ever made in life was getting married. Well, you can say then getting married.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I was one of those that thought that marriage wasn't for the man. I mean, I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, marriage ain't for the man, marriage for the woman.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
And I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here tonight to say that. And I hope the guys hear this. I was wrong. It's
okay. So you don't think if you had to remain a bachelor for life that you would be? Ooh. You don't think you would be as, I'm trying to find the word. I don't want to say successful but what about as happy as you are now?
But I feel like I would have been successful, but I feel like I would have had a lot of baggage. And that, whatever that baggage looked like. And I mean, I don't believe I would be as happy as I am
now. Yeah.
Now, because
I think
I'm gonna tell you, being single is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Once you
look back on it,
it's a lot of work.
I just see my friends now, and I just think it's just too much work. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And you don't know who you can trust.
Yeah.
You don't know who's getting over on you. It's just a world of dishonest. And I know you got some marriages that like that, but it's more good one than it is bad. I have to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to believe that.
Oh, I definitely believe there. That's why I think the statistics are one-sided to me. I think the statistics, the world focuses more on the problems with marriage and divorce rate, that there's not a lot of statistics on why marriage is good, why you should get married, what's the benefits for marriages. I think there needs to be more focus on that.
It's funny you say that. Leading up to this, you know how you research what the topic is tonight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know how hard it was?
Yeah.
For me to find, other than the Bible?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do a broad search, just see what people have to say about
marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't.
That's sad.
Now the Bible was saying good about it.
Yeah.
But just out today on the web search, it wasn't
a whole lot.
No.
Because yeah,
no, and
doesn't
and
get a
that's
lot
sad.
of it's very sad.
That's sad.
Doesn't get a lot of the promotion that it should get. Like marriage, period, across the board. We need to. That's why I think we need to let young people. We love to have that conversation with someone and say, "What's so good about being married?" Oh, it's like you stepped into the teacher's room when you say that to us, because that's something that we can definitely talk about. What's so great and why is it necessary? A lot of young people don't even feel like
it's necessary.
It's necessary. I feel like it's necessary, especially, and I know people feel like, well, we can do everything that a married couple does. You can't, and that's true. People are doing it. That's true.
No, you can't.
well,
you can't get saved.
That's true. But there's no commitment really in that. Even though they say it's commitment, we can commit to each other. And some people even have like a commitment ceremony. But marriage is a covenant. It's not just a commitment. It's a covenant that it's a sacred covenant. Doing life. I mean, you can't have that not being married. You cannot. I don't care how many years you've been living with somebody. You cannot have that covenant that you have with marriage. It's just different. There's
it's
no
not going to be honored by God.
Yeah, there's no ceremony you can have. There's no what they call common law. No, none of that provides what the marriage institution was designed to do. And let's put it out there. This institution was created by God. Not man, but God. So you lose that sacredness when you are not married, when you just living together, when you just as we used to say back in the day, shacking. You don't have that. I don't think you don't have that security. You can say you have it all day long, but not being married, it's easy to say I'm out.
Yeah.
I think when you truly are committed to your marriage, that takes that I'm out away, because it's not just about you.
That's right.
It's about the person that you marry. Like, I can't be selfish and just be out. I think that's one thing you don't have when you are not married. You don't have that security. You don't have that covenant. You can be out. What's mine is mine and what's yours is yours. We can say all day that it's ours, but it's really not. It's yours and it's mine. Shay said, I love that we can disagree without arguing, yelling at each other. That's one of our favorite things. Yes. Shay, I'm glad you said that, because our next topic is going to be about fighting fair in marriages. We need that. A lot of people, we have to learn how to fight fair.
I used to think there was no such thing.
But it is a such thing. Fighting fair in a marriage is... Vicky said, was not good for me to be in those streets and was not happy. Yes, I have more of a balance in my life with Mr. I needed him. We complete each other. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Shay, we talked about that earlier before we came on. Shay said, I think now people are more concerned about what the other person can do for them instead of serving them, because marriage is about serving. It's not just giving. You can't just be focused on what you're going to give me. Like we was talking about earlier, Shay, a lot of women, including our daughter, he got to bring a bag to the table. How much is his bag got to be? So much. That's not marriage. That's very selfish. And you're right. They're more concerned about what they're going to get out of that person, and not even focusing on what they gonna give to that person, because it's just it's a cycle where I'm giving,
It's a
you
team.
giving, we receiving.
It's a
It's
team.
like not what are you gonna you? It's sort of like, well, you didn't do this, so I ain't gonna do that. You can't have that
No.
in marriage.
No.
That's that 2024 feminism mess. Exactly. Feminism mess. Exactly. I see so many nowadays. You hear so many, especially women. Look, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna put us out there. I don't need a dude.
You know,
I can do everything that hey, y'all can have that. I need my husband.
let me put this out there. Okay, first, let's throw it out with 50-50. I don't believe in
I don't
50-50.
believe in 50-50.
I believe in 100, 100. All the go. Sometime it might feel like
20-80.
20-80. Sometime it might feel like 100 to none.
No.
I mean, you're gonna feel, and sometimes that's all. Some days, trust me, I want to give 100, but I just don't. I mean, I'm doing my best, but she's giving her 100 to keep me going. Vice versa. Don't mean both of y'all gonna be able to give 100 every day. My intentions are. So that's the deal. Doesn't make it a bad marriage.
Yeah.
To me, it makes it a great one because even though I see she can't give 100 today, is not going to stop me from giving mine. And if I have to give it again tomorrow, I'm gonna do it.
You should give your all
Give your
every day, but even on them off days when I ain't got nothing to give me, I mean, we understand that it's hey, he having a rough day.
having a rough day.
It's okay. You have life is life, and
Yes.
it's okay.
Marriage is still great.
Yeah.
So
Marriage is going to. I think a lot of this young generation too, and we had it as well. It's a they have this mentality that is it's a fantasy world. Like you get married, then everything's just gonna be great. It's life. Life ain't gonna be great all the time, but at least you got somebody with you that's going through life, the not so good times to great times. Um, Vicky said, "Thank you, Stan. When I am weak and tired, I know he has it." Vicky said, "I need my dude." They say those women gonna be single. No real man want that. Exactly. No real man wants that. When I hear girls talking about he gotta have a bag, I'll be like, you in that bag you gonna continue to want that bag. Because that's not marriage. Marriage is us building. How about we change that mentality and I want somebody to build a bag with.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what marriage is. We building our bag together. But yeah, we're getting ready to wind this down. Our next topic next month, I think, is going to be just as great, and one that's needed is how to fight fair in a marriage. We just talked about with marriage, life is lifing. That means in some of that lifing, we're going to have disagreements, we're going to have arguments, but there's a way to argue to where you're winning, right? You can win.
Yes.
In arguments. We need to talk about how do we win, especially in arguments, because we need to win.
Just like that one scripture, uh, be angry without
sinning. Yes.
I was like, really?
Oh, how do you do that?
How do you do that?
To be angry without sinning in marriage. Shay said people play married. Devil love that. Everything seems Gucci. Then get married. Satan don't like that. Start doing everything to end it. Yes. Yes. Satan
Shay, that's good.
Hates
that's good. Shay.
Marriage. He hates covenants. He hates commitment. He hates anything. He hates families.
Satan will do away with marriage if he
could. If he had his way, there would be no marriages. There would be no families.
But you know, and I'm gonna say this, and the reason I'm saying women is because that's what I hear this from a lot of them. I heard it opposite from the men. Quit calling a man out because he won't get married, and all you showing him is,
oh,
you don't want him.
You just want the idea of marriage.
You just want the idea of marriage. But then you will say men no good because they don't want to get married. I'm not going to stay single for it. Well, then quit acting like you want to be single.
I don't know about that one.
And I'm going to say this to the men.
Okay.
Quit saying all women act the same. Just because the one you with treats you that way, you need to question who you with. I hear this all the time.
Well, can we just bag up? I know we're supposed to be getting out, but let's bag up because I need to.
Okay.
All right. So when you say, I get nagging a person about getting married as if that's the only thing that's on your mind. Marry, marry, marry. All I hear is marry, 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 marry. Okay. But 10 years later, 7 years later.
Well, that's,
5 years later.
And she's still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the man to blame?
So let's talk about that now.
Okay.
So you saying that we in a relationship.
Okay.
Shouldn't the goal be marriage?
Yes, it should.
So if the goal should be marriage, 5 years down the road, there's still no marriage, then what is she supposed to, if that's all?
You didn't get my question.
Okay, say that, because I guess I missed that one.
And she's still there?
So you saying, okay, so I get what you're saying. If he ain't showing you that he's trying to get married, then you should be out.
But you need to make sure that you are presenting yourself as a woman that want to be married.
So if she's presenting herself as a woman who want to be married and there still is no marriage.
Then I go back to my question, and she's still there.
Still Vicky said, Shay said, right, I would stand on this one. So I get it. Okay, if she presented herself that she's marriage material and there's still no marriage.
And she's still there.
So, okay. We're going to have to talk more on that. I think for me, I heard you saying, like, should she not be bringing up marriage?
I didn't say that.
Okay, that's what I need you to clarify for me.
I didn't say that. Oh, now, if the I know the conversation has came up because you just said if she wants to be married and it hadn't happened in 10 years,
5 years, 7 years, yeah.
Of course, the conversation has came up. And my question is she still there?
I guess, man, you are not on the same page with it. When you say still there, I hear you saying, well, this is 10 or 5 or 7 years, then that's not on him because she stayed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get that. But I think the main way you solve that, you need, before you even enter, you know how you in those days where, okay, we trying to see if we're going to make this relationship, that needs to be a discussion.
Yes, it does.
Do you want to get married?
That you need to sit
down and have that conversation. When do you want to get married, and when do you want to get married?
Now, giving somebody an ultimatum.
I don't agree with the ultimatum.
No.
I don't agree with that because that ain't going. That's not going to help at all.
But sitting down, talking, and I mean, y'all been together for 10 years. I mean, ain't nobody going nowhere. So what's the hold up? Why haven't you got married?
True. Why haven't you got married? What if the reason I don't believe in marriage?
Okay.
Bye. Okay. Let's just be real.
You knew that 8 years ago.
Did I? I'm just saying.
You knew that 8 years ago.
If it was us, did I?
Yeah.
We should have had the conversation before the 8, 10, 7, 5.
We would have had the conversation. I know you.
I know we would have had the conversation.
But seriously though, I can't speak for nobody else.
Yeah.
But if we still in a relationship,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah.
So from a man's point of view, if you're in a relationship with me that long, it's obvious I'm not marriage material.
Now, it all depends on. Now, if I'm young, that's a possibility.
Then I'm not marriage material. Older Stan.
Yeah. But youngster Dan, no. I wouldn't know. No. Yeah. I wouldn't marriage material.
So you being with somebody 10 years, younger Stan, you just like, we're not getting married. We just doing, you fine with where you at. Yeah. No covenant, no.
I mean, I'm fine with, but saying that, you always thinking of what if. And that's what single people do.
So you saying, what if we get married and we don't work?
Yeah. Yes. That stops a lot of people from getting married. The what if.
So you're gonna live the rest of your life with the what if we get married?
Some of them
do. Okay. That's interesting.
Some of them
do. That's very, very interesting. Before we get off, y'all who got kids, especially if you got younger kids, sit down and talk with them. See what their mindset is about marriage. We were shocked. So sit down and talk to your kids, even your older ones. Like if they're not married, sit down and talk with them and see their viewpoints of marriage. I know. Have that conversation. See if they think marriage is necessary or not necessary, if it's good, if it's bad. We're over time. Thank everybody who joined us tonight.
Thank you.
I'm going to share this video.
I know this is
So,
not a popular subject.
so share it with your friends.
We had to have it.
Yes, I think it's a great subject. Why? What's so great about getting married? Next month in June, we will be talking about marriage, fighting fair in a marriage. We don't want to miss that. We got some good tips on that has helped us throughout our marriage, and we want to hear y'all tips as well. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. Share this video with the people who wasn't able to be here tonight. And we love y'all. It's been another great conversation. Keeping it real, always. Right, babe?
That's right.
All right, so we'll see y'all next month. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.